Hey, this is
Great.
Ross Payton with Roleplaying Public Radio. We're playing Magical Fury, Dagashi, and I'm not running this game. Bridget is running it.
Woo!
Yay!
Hey,
Yay.
everybody. We're playing Magical Fury. I think this is like the second game of Magical Fury that's ever been run for RPPR.
Yep.
Oh, I thought you
we're
meant
gonna.
like ever.
Oh no, just ever in the history of mankind. So we're going to call it. It's going to be a campaign. It's going to be kind of a short campaign. So I hope you all enjoy it. Like we said, we're titling it Dagashi. Dagashi comes from two words in Japanese. Da, which means feudal or inconsequential, and kashi, which means snacks. So dagashi, therefore, it means cheap candy that like school children can purchase with pocket money. So like small snacks and that kind of thing. This is episode 1, Sweet. So if we can go ahead and start at the top of the list of people in voice here. Catherine, if you want to wait for the first one, that's okay. Just go ahead and introduce the names of your characters and tell us what being a girl means to your character.
Yeah, come back to me.
Okay, I guess I'll go first. I am playing Lisa Ito. She is a Brazilian-Japanese worker who works in an electronics factory. And being a girl to her means being the family caretaker and responsible for everyone else all the time. She has to earn money to keep supporting her family, especially her grandmother back in Brazil and her deadbeat brother. Yeah.
Okay. I am Faye, and I'm playing Anya Winters. She's a foreign exchange student in Japan on a sports scholarship for track and field. And I swear I completed the rest of the character sheet like good, and I maybe did a bit of a shit post on what does being a girl mean to you, and I just wrote girls. So
I'll allow it.
okay.
Hi, I'm Dario, and my character will be Murasaki Chie. She's about 32 years old and is working as a salary woman. What it means to be a girl for her is getting to wear cute clothes, which she doesn't get to do too often as her office has strict dress codes that are maybe bordering on not super ethical, but whatevs. Gotta get that
Whatevs.
money. Oh god.
Holla holla get dollars.
Mm-hmm.
All right, Catherine.
Okay, I'm Catherine. I am playing Aoi Nakano. She too is an office lady. What else was I supposed to say? I totally forgot. Being a girl. Yes. What being a girl means to her is simply protecting the people that are closest to her while maintaining, elegance and poise. She just wants to be useful.
Cute. All right. So go ahead and start then. It's a Sunday afternoon, and the skies over Tokyo the sunny skies over Tokyo pace away the chill of the season. A day off from work and school, the streets of Odaiba are busy as people bustle up and down the commercial waterfront. Shops are full of patrons, and the noise of traffic and storefronts makes for a comforting, familiar backdrop. Ever since Gunpla Base opened up shop, Odaiba has been a regular destination for your group, despite your varied interests and careers. Of course, it was always fun to visit Diversity Tokyo and see the giant RX-78 too, and of course now the giant Unicorn Gundam. But photo ops wore thin quickly as you memorize the contents of the exhibits. Gunpla Base has become a unifier destination, a place where you can grab model parts and enjoy being in public with like-minded enthusiasts. Well, that and the workshop is a great place to show off your custom builds and swap tips with other pros. At the front of the shop, there's cases housing the winners of Gunpla modeling competitions, and it's probably the biggest draw. It's both a big draw both for fans and for your group, as it's the ambition of your club to one day have your own build featured.
Hell yeah, it
So,
is.
Diversity Tokyo is a big mall on the Odaiba. It's like a man-made island. It's kind of like in the middle of the Tokyo Bay. For military purposes, but after World War II, it's now a big commercial shopping center. Like I said, at the front of the mall, they used to have this giant Gundam statue, but now they have a giant Unicorn Gundam statue. It's got its hand out. You can go up and stand on the hand and get your photo taken with it. It's really cool.
That's pretty cool.
So you're all doing Gunpla Club stuff. So let's just go ahead and go around the table, volunteer information as you feel comfortable. What are you all
Yes.
doing on this Sunday afternoon?
Me. So right now I'm getting to work on one of my favorite models. That would be the oh man, I'm getting too excited about this. It's the no, it's not the RX model. It's a GM. So it's the experimental Saikomu prototype known as the Blue Destiny. And what's noteworthy about this model is that it isn't it's the main character's Gundam or their mobile suit, but it isn't a Gundam. It's the mass-produced version that they're testing on, and I love it because it's not a Gundam. But it still has its own personality, and it's like very like bright blue, but contrasted with a little bit of red within its visor. And I'm doing constructing on it, making sure all the snips from the brackets are nice and clean and even.
Nice.
So,
No
I'm
pressure
in it.
to everyone else, but I expect
I'm
your
in it.
answers to be exactly as detailed as Dario's.
Oh my god.
Okay, I can go next. I'm probably Anya isn't quite so skilled with dexterous work, but has a passion for Gunpla nonetheless. I think that that Murasaki's enthusiasm for the art is very contagious, and right now Anya's just kind of like watching Murasaki work on it.
Okay.
Oh wait, I'll add just so that I'm not a total dropout. I have the model that I'm attempting to work on is a Kshatriya from was it Unicorn? I think I can't remember.
Oh my god, Kshatriya! Oh, that's so cool! I am saying this both in character and out of character.
Oh, you like the Kshatriya too? It's one of my favorites.
I know. Oh, the pilot of it is so great. Oh,
I know. Oh my god, I love her. I was whenever they revealed that she was one of the Purus, I swear I almost.
I know. Oh my gosh, Anja, we need to marathon Unicorn. We need to do it.
Yes, I would absolutely love to do that.
And then maybe we should skip like episode 6 because that's when we don't get to see Maria anymore.
Yeah, that's I don't know what episode that is. I've never heard of an episode 6.
Yeah,
I don't.
It's
It ended at
5
5,
to
right?
7.
Yeah.
Yeah. She goes off on vacation. It's fine.
Oh yeah, a lovely. Anyway.
I take it back. We're playing Gunpla Fan Club Simulator.
No, please! I'll run out of info so fast. I don't know anything about robots.
It's okay. I'll feed information through the Discord chat.
Pass me notes, Dario. Pass me notes.
So we're having Dario play all the characters as well. So I think Lisa would be actually sketching other people's models and actually trying to get discarded parts to try and build like sort of models of destroyed robots and Gundams to use, because she's working on her own original manga idea of a post-apocalyptic robot fight kind of thing. And so she wants to use these as reference, obviously changing the details but trying to get the perspective and everything else right. So she's there with a notebook and probably 1 or 2 Gunplas that she's using, the simple and cheap ones that she can use to pose or as references. But that's her thing, is sketching other people's and just talking to people to see what they liked and what they didn't like. She's she wants to make it good, but she also wants to sell it. So she's trying to like, what do these nerds want? I'll give it to them.
So she probably really loved that unicorn statue, since you can get your picture with it and get the scale right.
Yeah, exactly. So yeah, she's sketching people on it, taking their own photos of it, and things of that nature.
All right.
Lisa,
So what's Allie up to?
She, like me, knows absolutely nothing about any of this. She was initially into it just because of the actual process of building. She's just very dexterous with her fingers, and it's a good thing to do, and kind of like just focus on that for a while and not focus on anything else. but since joining the club, she's slowly started to gain an appreciation for it. But she's still pretty quiet, doesn't know much.
Okay. So you're all enjoying being part of Gunpla Club, and then you're just you're working on your builds, or you're sketching things, or you're just hanging out and enjoying your time. When everything suddenly gets very quiet, the world takes on this very weird kind of sheen. Like everything starts to sparkle. Like a glitter bomb went off, and everything sparkles. Like the Gundams you're working on, the walls of the shop, the people in it. But it's also really quiet because like people aren't talking anymore. People aren't moving. People aren't interacting with their Gundams. Like everything is just kind of like still and sparkly, except for the members of your Gunpla Club.
What was it?
Wait, everyone's frozen?
Everyone's frozen.
Except us.
Okay. I go to the nearest frozen person, kind of wave my hand in front of their face.
They don't react. Their face is frozen in the expression they were making.
Murasaki-san? Aoi-san?
Yeah.
Ito-san? We're still here? You're still...
I'm gonna
As far as
slap
I
my
can tell.
cheeks.
I try to wipe some of the dust off the table, I guess?
I touch a frozen person.
Or
just
some
kinda
of the
gently
glitter?
You try and like wipe the glitter off, but it's not so much glitter so much as everything is sparkling. It's almost like if everything were made out of crystal. The people, the shops, the Gundams, but at the same time, like they're still fleshy. Like when you touch them, like they feel like people. When you touch the tables, it feels like a table.
I look down at myself. Am I sparkly?
You're not sparkly.
Should we peek outside to see if it's like this outside too?
Yeah.
Sure.
Yeah. I'll come with.
Yeah, no, I don't want to be alone. This is not good.
All right.
Don't
So
go with me.
yeah. So the shop is in the mall, right? So it's like imagine like a big box with like a big center courtyard, right?
Mm-hmm.
So you come out of the shop and then you're up against the railing because it's like a multi-floored mall. And you look out at all the other storefronts, and everything is frozen. Strangely, there is one thing that's not frozen. That is the fountain in the center of the courtyard. The water is still sparkly, but it's still moving. And when you look up at the sky, you can still see clouds in the sky, and the clouds are still moving. So it's kind of like the people and places are frozen, but like natural elements are still moving. There's still wind, there's still water.
Yeah, we can still breathe. Like, the air is not frozen. That would suck.
Yeah, and like you can if you when you go up to like people's faces, like you can blow on them and it like will muss up their hair. But like if you try to push them, it's trying to move stone.
I look at my phone. What's on the screen? Can I make a call?
Yeah, refresh Twitter.
Yeah.
Do you have a digital clock or do you have an analog?
It's a cheap phone, but it has a clock on it.
Okay. Oh, your phone. I'm sorry. I thought you said watch.
No.
Yeah, the time is frozen. Like Faye said, if you open up Twitter, like nothing's refreshing. Like you can't even like get it to get a connection.
Oh, I hate that.
Okay.
Oh, no.
Well, that's probably for the best.
Should we
yeah.
go check out the fountain?
Well, I mean, we can breathe. So yeah, the environment. It's just people and places. Wait, we could open the door though, right? The door was it was closed, so we had to. So we can.
Yeah, you can open
objects.
the doors.
This is.
Are there any birds like frozen in the air?
Ooh.
There are not birds frozen in the air. Just
Okay.
mostly just because there's not birds right where you are.
Okay.
Fair.
Oh, what about? Are there any like insects on the ground? What time of year is it? Would there be a lot of insects flying around? Like
It's early February,
Okay.
so
yeah, maybe not.
No cicadas just yet.
Yeah.
Can someone come with me to look at the fountain?
No, I'll go with you. Yeah.
Yeah.
I feel like we should stick together at this point.
Oh no,
I
definitely.
Yeah, let's please stick together.
Are we in
Okay.
purgatory? Are we dead?
So you're starting to hear a very loud noise. Like it starts like it's a constant noise. It's kind of like a droning, or maybe more like a roar. It starts far away, but you can hear it getting closer and closer, and it's kind of echoing around the walls of the mall.
So we can't tell the source where it's coming from?
Mm-mm.
Okay.
That's spooky.
I step closer to the rest of the group.
Let's find shelter. Where's the lowest place? Like the subway entrance or something?
Wait, is this an earthquake?
Or it sounds like it's coming from above. Maybe it's a bomb. I don't know.
Yeah. Okay, shelter. Lowest place. Run down the stairs.
Yeah.
As you start to make a break for it, it's kind of like if someone dropped a bunch of ink onto the ground in front of you. There's these big black pools, and they just look empty, but they kind of like shimmer, like they're like sort of sparkly too. And as you stare at them, hands start to come out of the ground, followed by arms, followed by shoulders, followed by strange-looking heads, as these sort of bestial-looking creatures that seem to be made of ink or shadow pull themselves out of the ground.
All right, let's turn around and go back the way we came.
Run!
I'm sorry, God. I didn't mean all those thoughts I was thinking. Please.
You're starting to feel really warm. You feel really hot. And it's hard to run anymore. Like you trip and you fall to the ground and you start feeling really, really warm. Like there's something inside of you that's burning.
Oh, we're in hell! We're in hell! And they're going to suffer forever!
Ito-san, it's okay. We're not in hell. We'll figure this out.
Those are demons and we're burning
It turns out that flame is an energy inside of you that like starts releasing itself. So let's go ahead and start with Faye up at the top here and explain to us what your magical drill transformation looks like.
Okay. It's probably pretty panicked, you know? Like, my heart is beating out of my chest, like it's trying to pull apart my ribcage and explode. But then, like, I feel that heat, and I grasp at it, and, like, I kind of claw at it for a second, and then I feel something in my palm and pull away, and in my hand, there's a sword. A blade that I've pulled out of my heart, but it's not quite right. I don't want a sword. So I break the sword on the ground, and the pieces of the metal swirl around me and form armor. And in, like, this moment of flow, like, I'm not panicked anymore. Like, I've sort of instinctually felt the way to do this. And I'm standing there, armored up, with a broken blade as my weapon.
Okay, can I have you roll your 2 six-sided die then, please?
Uh-huh. That is a 5 and a 4.
Okay, so that's 9. So the change is invigorating, leaving you feeling you're where you need to be. So you gain 1 point of hope.
1 point of hope.
Mm-hmm. You have wakened to the identity of Sweet Valkyrie, and this feels right. This feels like what you're supposed to be doing.
Yes.
Okay. Lisa, you want to go ahead and tell us what your magical girl transformation looks like?
Alright, so I'm trying to run away, and then there's a literal bolt of lightning that strikes in front of me, and I stop, and then there's more bolts of lightning coming from the heavens, forming sort of a circle around me. And I sort of cower in the middle of all this lightning that's getting closer and closer. And then I just look down at my hand, and this metal rod is coming out of my hand. And I hold it up, and it's a lightning rod. And all the bolts of lightning instantly strike it. And I'm surrounded in this brilliant light that you can't really see for a moment. But when the light starts fading, you see this red, slick armor with a strawberry on the shoulder, and I'm kind of confused for a moment.
Nice.
Okay, can I have you roll your check then, please?
Yep. 2, 3, and 6. Also a 9.
Okay, again, change is invigorating. You gain a point of hope. This is who you were meant to be.
Awesome.
All right, Chie-san, what does your magical girl transformation look like? Chie-san?
Sorry.
Chie-san.
Sorry,
Okay.
I was typing and I muted myself. So, as Chie is, trying to run away, in front of her, like, everything goes white, and then an outline of blue, an outline of a circle with shades of blue and red appears before her. She doesn't seem to pay it much mind as she runs through it, and from once she crosses through, a dress has appeared on her, a black and white dress. Another circle of red and blue appears, and this time it's heels and tights. But as each step she takes, her feet crash into the ground as the concrete smashes beneath them. And then after a third and final one, a white brim appears on her head, along with a scepter. And shoot.
Nice.
All right, can you roll your check for me, please?
Mm-hmm. I got a 6.
Okay, the change is strange, but you managed to stay strong through it, so you need to gain 1 point of magic.
Cool.
Alright, Aoi-san, what does your magical girl transformation look like?
Okay, so Aoi is utterly terrified, of course, but struggling not to show it, when all of a sudden, these pieces of metal seem to fly in from nowhere, slowly gathering first on her hands, then going up along her arms, soon to cover her whole body, just these little bits of metal going. And only once her entire body is covered do they actually start to dissipate and transform into a long, elegant dress that would evoke a sort of princess vibe, blue and silver in color. And in her hands is an enormous, thick tower shield that seems way too heavy for her to carry, but she still manages. And Here she is.
Can I have you roll 2 6-sided die and add them together?
I got a 12.
Oh, wow.
Whoa.
This is everything you've ever wanted to be. Up until this moment, you weren't really sure of who you are, but this feels like the most natural thing in the world. So this part isn't scary. This part makes you feel strong. You're able to protect everyone. So this is
awesome.
our four magical girls. We have Sweet Valkyrie, Marshmallow Caster, Strawberry Rider, and Caramel Knight. You're facing off a bunch of shadow enemies.
Do I get any points for anything?
You got a point of hope. So
Okay.
Thank you. Thank you for reminding me. So there's 4 creatures, and there's 4 of you. I need you to decide what it is you want to do. You have several options you can take. You can go on the offensive, which is where you'll attack something. You can you can try to protect someone else, which you can try and keep them from getting hurt, essentially, or you can run away if you want to.
Oh.
So in whatever order you want, kind of describe to me what it is you want to do and how you're going about that thing.
Okay. How many of the shadow things are there?
There's 4.
4. Okay.
1 for each?
Yeah, right. I'm going to kind of still riding the high of this whole thing, run forward at a incredible speed, far faster than I've ever achieved in track and field, and try to, with the blunt end of my broken blade, just bury it in the gut of one of the shadow creatures and throw it, try to use that to offset it and just do a heavy throw on it.
Cool. Can I have you roll your check for me?
Yes. That is a 6 to the 4.
All right, so that will be 10. You got a +1 bonus from really embracing the change of being a magical girl.
Nice.
So not only do you take care of that creature and you send it flying, but it kind of the force of it, the wind coming off of it, knocks the other ones off balance.
Nice.
So who wants to go next?
I'll go next.
Okay.
I'd like to attack one of the creatures.
Sure.
Chie will point out her staff towards, the scepter towards one of them, and the little ornamentation part on the top will break into 6 different pieces and begin floating aloft. 3 of which glow with red and the other glow with blue. The glowing blue will fly out and stab at one of the creature's chest.
Okay.
So roll 2 dice.
Yes, please.
That is 7.
Okay, 7 plus the 1 from Nya-san's amazing charge. So it's successful, but using your magic is kind of draining. So you feel like tired, like you feel like you just ran a marathon.
Oh boy.
In this case, Strawberry Rider will raise the lightning rod aloft and sort of look at one of the black inky creature things and kind of just kind of flex a muscle she didn't know she had in her brain that corresponds to lightning blasting that thing somehow. At least she hopes so.
Okay.
I'll go and roll that 2d6.
Yes, please.
3, 6.
Okay, 6 plus 2 from your advantages. So again, like you score a hit. So the lightning blasts into the creature, but it feels very draining to have used the magic. Like it feels like you're winded, like someone just like punched you really hard in the gut.
Okay.
Also, did you decide on lightning as an element because you picked the name Strawberry Rider and you wanted to make a joke about Ride the Lightning later?
No comment. I reserve the right to make those kind of jokes.
Alright, Caramel Knight, what are you doing?
Okay. She is literally just going to like walk up to the last one, the one that hasn't been hit yet, and just bash it with her shield.
Nice.
Keep it away from everyone. Just
send it flying. All right.
Yeah.
Roll your 2 die then.
Okay. I got an 8.
Okay, 8 plus 2 from your bonuses was 10. Yeah, so it just goes flying. It follows that first one that Sweet Valkyrie sent flying, and they just smash against the wall and dissipate into a bunch of inky blackness.
Nice.
All right, who's next?
What just happened?
I don't know, but it feels great.
Why am I a maid?
Why are you a maid?
At least you look cute as a maid.
Well, yeah, I look cute all the time.
That's true.
No, like this is weird. I feel a little winded right now. But
yeah, you were like shooting lightning or something.
Yeah, but this
look at me. I look like a freaking knight. What?
Yeah. God. Aliens?
You all hear a voice coming from the top of the mall in front of you, and it's very condescending. It's a woman's voice that just says, "God, you're pathetic."
I turn to Ito-san. Is this God?
No, this doesn't sound like God.
I might as well be God to someone like you hear her say. And then as you look up, you see someone that looks like they're kind of clad in red armor. And she jumps from where she's standing to land in front of you where you had been fighting these shadow things. And it cracks the ground as she hits it. She's carrying what looks like a massive... It's kind of like a cross between a lollipop, an axe, and a chainsaw. Like, it looks like a big metal lollipop, but there's all these teeth around the edges. And as she hoists it in her hands, it slowly starts spinning, and you get the idea that it could probably spin a little bit faster than that.
She's a slave.
She's clad in this red armor that looks almost the color of blood. And she says, "Of course, it's you four together. You're too weak to fight individually."
Wait, fight? To get? What do you mean?
We are in hell. Who are you?
Yeah, wait, are you a demon?
Demon? Of course I'm not a demon. Don't you know anything? Or don't tell me, was this your first fight?
No?
I mean, I've been shot at before, but this is a little different.
Come on, don't let her push you around. Come on.
I don't want to lie, though.
Sometimes you gotta lie to look tough.
There's like a grinding noise as she starts up her chainsaw, and she says, "Don't worry, I'll make sure this fight is your last."
What? Wait! What? Come on! Wait! You are a demon!
So now you're fighting another magical girl.
Oh.
So you all went very well through the first fight, but unfortunately, the universe is not a kind and caring place. In another battle right away. So what do you want to do?
let's get out of here. I don't want to kill another.
No, we have to stand up for ourselves. We can't run away.
Can't we just talk this out?
Yeah. I will. Well, I'll support Anya if she attacks. So.
Yeah, I'm already rushing in. I've decided just recently now that I am hot-headed. She's got my goat, and I'm exceptionally mad at her. How dare she insult my friends and me, and like come at us with this attitude after like that horrible experience. So yeah, I'm going to like blitz at her fast as I can, and try and just do like a shoulder check on her.
Sure.
Can't wait to get owned. That's a 5.
5 total?
Yeah.
Okay. Not only do you not manage to hurt her in any way, but your brash charge leaves you open to attack. So she easily counters you and then smacks you in the stomach with the hilt of her axe, and you fall to the ground.
Anya, no! I try and blast her.
Still make an opening for her, opening for one of your allies, but you need to take 1 trauma or 1 magic.
Rick, could you explain what magic is? I get trauma. Is magic like
magic is
stress?
Not yeah magic's sort of like mental stress. It's like the magical energy taking a toll on your body, so it's not exactly like physical trauma. It's not exactly bad and it's not exactly good. It's the power inside you kind of getting out of control.
Okay, cool. Yeah, I will take 1 trauma. As like she hits me with that, I grab it and then kind of like cough and look up at her grinning.
Okay.
Anya, no! And I just charge forward and smack her in the face with the electrified lightning rod.
Okay.
Well, I mean, not you, but you know. So it's a 7 before any modifiers.
Okay, so you add a modifier, and so you get 8 total. So you score a hit, and you're no worse for wear. So you get her with your lightning rod, and she doesn't manage to sneak in a counterattack.
Huzzah!
Nice!
I don't know what's going on. I just don't want us to die.
Chie or Ali, you want to do something?
Can I like do I don't know, can I put up a defensive ward?
Sure you can.
Cool. Yeah, my red, well, I guess I don't, they're technically bits, but it's a little, that terminology is a little confusing, so I'll go with
like drill bits, you mean?
No, like the little magical things I have flying around me. So I'm gonna call them by the Gundam name Funnels.
Nice.
Alright, so I'm gonna send out my funnels towards Anja and have them circle around her. The red ones specifically shoot out lasers and form a laser gate.
Okay, so
matrix.
Yeah, go ahead and roll to protect her.
That is 9.
Okay. So your shield is extremely successful. It's impenetrable. If she tries to slam her axe against Anya, the teeth can't get into it.
Yay!
So for the rest of the fight, Anya is fully protected from harm.
Yay!
All right, Ali, what do you want to do?
Okay. So she's going to use a sort of energy attack from her shield in the form of several sharp metal bits that fly from her shield to just attack.
Oh, nice.
Nice.
It's like a metal rain.
Yeah. Oh, I should roll.
Yeah. Sorry.
Sorry. I got a 9.
Oh, you got a 9. Excellent. So you score a hit on her, and she completely wasn't expecting that. I guess she thought that your shield was only melee. So she takes the full brunt of those attacks. So overall, this is a defeat for you all. So you manage to stop her from killing you. But
that's
like
good.
It's gonna drive her back for now. She like grits her teeth and is like, I guess you're too strong to take out now, but I'll be back. She makes some kind of excuse about being tired from fighting beasts. as she like jumps away, but like she clears the entirety of the mall in like one.
Hey, get back here!
Why did, what did we do to offend you?
So
Don't antagonize her.
Yeah.
So everybody has to take one trauma or one magic.
Okay.
Except
choose?
for you get to choose. Except for Sweet Valkyrie, because you were protected, you don't take trauma. That Marshmallow Caster, Caramel Knight, and Strawberry Rider, you all have to take one trauma or one magic.
Okay. Actually, I'll take it in magic because that lightning was tiring.
Yeah, I'm also going to take it in magic.
I too will take it in magic. Similar reason.
Okay. The display of magical energy was too much for your surroundings, and so you've caused significant trauma, like collateral damage in the area around you.
Oh, no!
So what did you all do to the mall?
It's
caused a
scorched.
blackout from the lightning. Like, the transformer blew up and started a fire.
Okay. So
Holy
the power's
shit.
out.
Yeah.
Wait, shit, is that what trauma is? Like, it's not for us, it's for our surroundings?
Not necessarily.
Oh,
but the
God.
things you do, like if you don't win fights, because you guys didn't outright win this fight like you won the first one, there's consequences, either to the area around you or to yourselves or to both.
That's really interesting. Okay. My consequences for the area, Sweet Valkyrie is a very physical fighter, and, like, I left several footsteps just crunched into the like tiling of the floor, and just broke a couple columns from the tossed shadow monster.
Nice.
So there's a bunch of like sharp metal bits just embedded in the ground and in the walls nearby. Kind of a mess. Kind of hazardous to try and clean up even.
Oh, jeez.
Oh, for me, just like that one corridor we were fighting in has like lines of like ashen, like burned, scorched marks. Like
Scorch marks from the lasers.
yeah.
Okay.
Oops.
Yeah, I guess we're kind of like taking a second, like after our heads kind of cool down, we look around and it's like,
So the sheen is kind of like starting to fade from the world, and as the sparkles leave, like life sort of returns to it. Like you can start to hear normal noise again. People start to move. The clocks on your watches start moving again, and you find your forms changing back to what they were before you went through your transformation. For Chie and Aoi, like kind of like look and feel like a little older, like when you were in your magical girl forms. Like you felt much more younger, you felt much more revitalized, and everyone could see it. Like you looked like 10 years younger when you were fighting, but like now you're back to your normal everyday bodies. People are panicking as they're like, what the hell? What happened? What is all this? Where's the power?
Let's go. Let's get out of here.
Yeah, I don't say anything and immediately like huddle back into the group.
All right. we are heading to some sort of
To the underground parking structure.
someplace quiet where we can talk and figure out what to do.
Okay. So y'all can go back to the parking garage then, because it's more quiet. It's very dark because it's only on like emergency lighting.
Do any of us drive?
Do any of you drive?
I do.
I don't.
Howie does.
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't.
I don't.
I have to.
I'm a
Remember
college
that this is
student.
this is Japan, so public transportation is very good inside Tokyo, and much of the country really, but especially Tokyo.
I have to drive because I go to a factory that's outside of Tokyo. So, and it's easier to drive than to use public transportation to get there.
Okay. Yeah, so like, do we all just huddle into your car so our voices don't just echo
Yeah, that's probably a good
across the
idea.
entire parking garage? Yeah.
Yeah.
I guess I just kind of crumple into the seat and I'm like covering up my face and like, oh no.
I'm sort of scrunched up and like my hands are shaking and my foot won't stop tapping.
I put on some bossa nova music. To try and calm
So,
down.
anyone have any guesses to what that was?
We're not
Um,
we're not dead. We're not in the afterlife.
I don't think so.
Are we all crazy? Like,
No.
are we crazy with each other?
Look, the parking garage. The lights are out. Like that's physical. Like other people can see that. Like it wasn't like we could go back there and take photos of that and like look at the damage that was caused not by us specifically because it's not our fault because we aren't liable for it.
Yeah, that won't hold up in court.
No, it won't. Well, no one will believe us. Oh, we transformed into Sailor Moon and her friends, and
You're right. Like, we can't tell anybody.
yeah,
I don't want to go to jail. I'll never have a job again.
no
I
one's
need
gonna,
to finish college.
unless there's some sort of what was that American movie? The one where they have the sunglasses and they wipe out
Power
people.
Rangers?
No, they wear suits and they hide things from the public. Like unless there's something like that here in Japan, I don't think anybody knows about this. I mean,
Men in Black?
yeah, that's it. Yeah. So unless there's Men in Black for Sailor Moons,
Well, there were some men in black. What the fuck were those inky... Sorry, language. What the heck were those inky things?
I don't know. I mean, are we pawns of God? And
Wait.
devil?
Is everybody okay?
Is anyone here the kind of person to like leave their phone on silent or keep it off?
Me.
I probably have a cracked to fuck iPhone that's like super old. And I bet the buzzer doesn't work.
No, mine would be on. I'd
Same.
probably get called back to the office to work or
You're
pick
my
up
only
some
friends, so I don't
Okay.
need a notification.
So just Lisa's phone would be off?
Yeah.
Is that what you're saying?
My phone would be on silent.
Okay, Lisa, can I have you roll to stay composed?
Okay.
As everyone's phones go off at once, including yours,
Okay.
audibly.
Oh.
Uh-oh. That's a 5 total.
No, you're kind of losing your shit. Like first you get attacked by things, and now your technology is turning against you.
Yeah.
So you can take 1 trauma.
All right.
Oh,
Lisa-san? Lisa?
You were not okay. This is not okay.
We're being,
So all of
there
your
are
phones,
men in black. They're after us. They know
all of
where
your
we
phones
are.
have gone off. They're not like ringing, but you all got a text message.
Go ahead.
Are you going to open it up and look at it?
of course.
I grab my phone, but I also kind of like put a hand on Lisa's shoulder.
Okay. So as you open your phones and flip it on, you notice that there is an app that you never installed before. And it looks like the icon for it is kind of like a cute little box of like confectionaries. Like it's a little box with a bunch of like different little penny candies in it. And it's telling you that you have 1 new notification.
straight into the trash.
Wow.
I will look at it.
Yeah, same. It takes me a couple like taps on the phone because my phone is broken.
What if it's malware?
So it names you by name, but not by your names. It names you as the names that you know are your names when you're transformed into magical girls. It calls you Caramel Knight. It calls you Strawberry Rider. It calls you Marshmallow Caster. And it says, I'm very sorry I didn't contact you sooner, but I need to meet with all of you.
Is there a way to reply?
Yep.
Who are you?
I'm sorry, but I don't really want to introduce myself like piecemeal. It'd be really easier if I can get a long introduction. Will you all just agree to meet me?
No, wait.
What if
I
it's
don't
the Yakuza?
ask them to send a picture because like you don't ever know if someone's. Okay, maybe this is a
Send
really
a
weird
picture
time to be
with,
thinking about this.
Today's newspaper, so we know it was taken.
That you're a real person.
There's
you don't
a
want to
bit
get
of
abducted.
There's a bit of a delay, presumably because whoever you're trying to is trying to find a copy of Asahi Shimbun. But yeah, you get another notification, and you all have like an attachment pop up. And if you look at it, it's a picture of a woman, extremely attractive woman. She's very, very pretty. She's got long red hair, and she's in like a barista outfit, kind of but classier. Like she's got like a really cute looking apron. And she seems to be in some kind of shop. You can see different like bags of coffee on a shelf behind her. She's smiling at the camera, in kind of like a bemused kind of way, like you can't see her eyes; they're like closed. And she's holding up a copy of Asahi Shimbun.
So,
Do I recognize the coffee shop? Or like the coffee apron or any of it? Is it like a Starbucks kind of thing?
You want to go ahead and just roll 2 dice? We'll see if you would have. This is someplace you would have frequented.
9 total.
It's not a place you visit often, but yeah, this is a coffee shop you've been to. It's near Tokyo University, which is where I assume you go to school.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, you've been in there before. You remember that it's a coffee shop. You don't know who it's owned by, but you remember thinking that the staff was nice and the coffee was pretty decent.
I've been to that shop.
I'm going to put this out there. What if it's just the human version of that woman we fought earlier?
My eyes go wide.
No. Well, she's asking us to meet in public at that place, it sounds like. And 2, our faces look the same. It just looked like you're...
True.
I mean, you look younger, some of you, but like it was still you. I could still recognize your faces, and I assume
this seems too coincidental.
Well, I mean, that other person showed up instantly too, so whatever this is happening, it's not unique to us. And
are we on like some sort of GPS thing? How many people just know where we are now?
That other American movie, the one where they're trying to kill each other and. James Bond was in it.
Do you mean Battle Royale?
No. The old James Bond, the really old one was in it. They were trying to cut each other's heads off, and they could sense each other. And so maybe it's like that.
I don't watch American cinema very much.
Hunt for Red October?
Were they cutting? Well, yeah, I think so. But they were trying to cut they could sense each other from a distance. So maybe it's the same thing. The people who could do things like this just know each other, or just can sense, I don't know, something like that. So maybe she can sense us too. Maybe she wants us to help her because their safety's a number.
Well, I mean, I don't feel really safe right now, like at all. Like I would love to feel safe. So maybe if we could try meeting her.
Well, tell her we'll go to that coffee shop and talk to her in public.
Well, is this a group message chat? I reply to her and I say, on our way, with a question mark that I'm not sure why I add.
Okay. Yeah, when you reply to it, you're replying as Sweet Valkyrie. And for some reason, the little avatar that's connected to your name looks an awful lot like you if you were a cute little pixel character.
What's the avatar for the other person?
It's the same. It kind of looks. It's like a red-haired pixel girl.
Huh. That's a cat. That's wandering.
Yeah, I could hear them. Yeah.
Ignore him.
There's a cat in this parking garage. What if that's magical too?
Chumskin, no.
Yeah.
Wait, is the cat okay? Do not listen. If any animal talks to you, just don't talk. Pretend you can't hear it.
What if it's trying to warn us about something?
Don't talk. I don't know. I don't know anything anymore.
But Chumskin talks to me all the time. Like, he always bothers me for, like, food and stuff, and it can be really annoying.
I raise my eyebrows and look very concerned at Murasaki's son.
So, have you all agreed that maybe you want to go meet her?
Yeah.
Yes, with reservations, but yes.
Lisa-san, are you okay to drive?
Yeah. My life is over, but it's fine. It's fine. We're just all...
I look at Murasaki-san and Nakano-san and just kind of like, I don't know, give that look of like, oh no.
Crank up some tunes from Brazil, some sweet bossa nova. Anyway.
Nice. So this is just a mechanical point. So I hope that when you guys have been taking magic and trauma, you've been filling in the little boxes.
Mm-hmm.
And let me know that when you fill in a set of 3 boxes all the way, because then we'll have to go through your shifts.
Do we die immediately?
No.
You do not die immediately.
Okay, that's good.
You can't technically die in this game unless you want to.
That's awesome. I love that. Tenrabansha Zero is another game that does that. Really good.
You can always make the world worse, but your character can't die unless you don't want to play the character anymore.
That's That's very real. That's a really real thing you just said.
I wonder what you're going to want to do.
So we're going to go ahead and move over to the coffee shop now. Like I said, it's a pretty attractive looking coffee shop. There's only a few tables. There's like 5 or 6 tables. So like there's enough that if you wanted to hold like a decent party in here, you could, but it's not so big that it would be like extremely crowded. Like kind of think of Sakura's coffee shop from Persona 5. Like it's kind of like that sort of vibe.
So you mean the best ever?
Oh, wood paneling. Oh, I love wood paneling.
Wood paneling, booths, small interior, dim lighting.
So there's some regulars leaving as you enter.
Okay.
It's these two older patrons, but otherwise, you have the place to yourself when you enter. You don't yet see the worker.
Okay. I've kind of drifted to the back of our group, and I'm standing behind Nakano-san, kind of like a shield.
Cute.
Which she doesn't protect.
Aww.
Hello?
Hello.
Is there any worker here? Or is it just kind of empty?
Yeah, so you hear an "Irashaimase," and she sweeps in from the back room. You recognize her as the red-haired woman who was sending the text, and she says, "Oh, good. You all decided to came. I was worried there was going to be some stragglers." And she points at Chie, and she goes, "Chie-chan, can you please flip the clothes sign over for me?"
Oh, yeah, sure. And I'll go over to the door and, is it on the inside? Should be on the inside.
Yeah, it's on the inside.
Alright, yeah, I'll flip it.
Yeah, you don't have to leave and come back, and there's no cat to tell you to go to bed. So she motions to the bar. She's got a little coffee bar, so she motions to the stools so that you all can like sit down. And she goes behind and starts making some coffee for you. She says, "I'm sure you all have a lot of questions."
Mm-hmm.
So who are you?
Oh, she says, "Oh, I'm so sorry. I'm being so forgetful. It's just I didn't expect you all to awaken so soon, and all at once. I thought maybe one at a time. This has never happened before. I'm sorry. I'm getting ahead of myself.
We got attacked twice.
That's so terrible. But you look like you're doing okay."
Been better.
My name is Vivian Rouge, but you can call me V or Vivi.
Vivi?
Oh my
Vivi
god, that's
Fine. So, I'm sure you've got a bunch of obvious questions. So, what do you want to know?
Well,
I turned to Lisa.
what happened to us? Did you mean awaken? Are we even human anymore?
Of course, human. What kind of question is that?
Humans can't blow up things with lightning.
She looks kind of uncomfortable that you don't believe her that you're all still human, but she still presses on and says, "Of course you're still human. You just have something that makes you special."
Are we chosen by God? Or
Are we dead?
yeah, that
You're not dead and you're not chosen. Well, you are chosen, but not by God. See, you're all magical girls now. I'm sorry, it's a bit of a patronizing terminology, but that's what it's been called for a very long time, and I just don't feel like changing.
Yo, that's kind of tight, though.
is it. So we're like Sailor Moon. That.
Yeah, you can think of it like Sailor Moon, only instead of fighting aliens, you're fighting the beast.
What's the
The
beast?
devil.
Not the devil, the beast. The beast it's an ancient evil.
Like the devil.
You really got to get over this devil thing.
I'm
Please,
raised
son.
Catholic, so
The beast is a hungry creature that can't manifest itself in the real world until its minions devour enough of it. Did you fight anything that looked like ink or a shadow
Yeah.
or maybe the night sky?
Yeah?
Yeah.
Exactly, yeah.
Those are the minions of the beasts. Magical girls were created to protect against them and keep the beast from waking up. If the beast were ever to
Bullshit.
awaken from his slumber, he would devour the world.
What? We got attacked by another magical girl.
That's unfortunate.
of course, is she
Aren't
like a
all magical
traitor?
girls?
Are they
Are we all on the same side?
Yeah.
Magical girls are on the same side, so I don't want you to think that I'm going to make you all good into some kind of battle royale thing. But The power of magical girls is limited. There's only so much strength to go around between all of the guardians. So with all of you awaking at the same time, it's a bit like having a bucket of water and then suddenly turning on 4 more taps. It empties much faster, you know? So some magical girls think that maybe if they take other girls out of the picture, it will make them stronger and more able to fight the minions of the beast.
That's stupid.
Well, it has some precedent. You noticed that nothing moved while you were fighting?
Yeah.
Mhm.
That's a property inherent to magical girls. Whenever magical girls enter a duel, it stops time. This is supposed to protect those around you from feeling the after effects of such a strong magical confrontation, but, well, hopefully nothing went too wrong in your first fight.
I avert my eyes.
It could have gone worse.
We did start some fires and blow some things up, I think. I don't know. We kind of...
That's unfortunate.
Wait, I have a question. I raise my hand.
Yes?
So everything was like all frozen and crystally, and like I thought that it would be like indestructible, but when we came out of it, like stuff was exploded. Can people get hurt too?
She doesn't answer. She just looks down at the coffee in her hands and says, "Your coffee's ready," before handing you all a cup.
Why were we chosen? Like,
Can I roll composure for that?
If you'd like to.
Yeah, that really stresses me out. That's a 6.
Yeah. You're able to stay calm, but that definitely sits poorly with you. So take a point of trauma.
Okay.
Like, you're not losing it right now, but, like, that's going to keep you up at night.
Yeah, it is.
so why were we chosen? Like, why us? And who chose us? Who's giving us this power to fight the beast?
No one specifically chose you. You have to understand that I only know so much, but what I do know is that this is a power that runs in your bloodline. Someone way back in your family history, maybe decades ago, maybe hundreds of years ago, for all I know, maybe thousands of years ago, made a pact with something to gain the strength to fight the beast. And, well, I guess it's just hereditary.
Is this like double puberty?
She taps her chin and says, "I never thought of that way, but I guess."
Oh no.
Wait, thousands of years ago? So this has been going on all throughout history?
All throughout recorded history and maybe even earlier.
So if they've been fighting the beast for 1,000 years and the beast still isn't like dead, what is it? Just feudal?
Well, I mean, if the beasts win, we all die. So I guess.
I mean, so it's just a forever struggle against something that can't actually be killed. I don't know.
Entropy is kind of like that.
It seems kind of hopeless.
I pull my hot coffee closer and just kind of
She
stare
doesn't-
into it.
She doesn't refute that argument.
Well, I
Oh.
mean, we're killing ourselves too. What with the pollution and the war, and so hey, beast has some competition now. But how long? So is this? Do we have these powers forever, or are we gonna age out of them or something? Like, do we get a one term of service, or are we fighting this for the rest of our lives?
She doesn't really want to answer that question. You'll have to push her if you want an answer.
Okay. I'm not gonna push her if she doesn't want to talk about it.
I push her.
Am I gonna be like?
Answer one of, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
She didn't answer one of my questions. I want
She
an answer
tells
to
you
this
that
one.
she doesn't know if magical girls ever age out of their power, because this occupation sort of has a high mortality rate.
Yep, immediate-
All of you should go ahead and roll for composure.
Oh boy.
Fucking hell! I need to stop rolling on a soft surface. That is a 3.
I got a 7.
I got a 6.
I got a 9.
Okay, Howie, this is kind of weird. This is definitely depressing, knowing that this job is probably going to kill you. But at the same time, it kind of feels nice, just knowing, being more secure in the world. So you don't take any trauma. And actually, it kind of makes you feel that this is something you want to fight against. So no one's going to tell you that you're going to die early, so you gain a point of hope. And then Anya, this is bad. This is real bad. This is so bad. You're all just going to fight and fight and fight until you die. So you take another point of trauma.
And that's max.
All right, so you're at maximum trauma, you said?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so you take your first trauma shift. So you're kind of having a breakdown. So you need to choose one of these 4 options.
It's on the character sheet.
Yeah, easy. I had it picked. Outburst. Outburst that alienates you from others.
Okay, so what does that look like?
Hold up. Okay, let me check that box off. So I slam my hand on the table, and probably spill most of my coffee. And I'm like, are you kidding me? I have so much happening in my life right now that I fought so hard already to have. I'm not just gonna let something sweep in and ruin that. No, fuck all of this. And then I'm gonna push the coffee off and storm out.
Okay.
What did I get with 6?
It's unsettling, but you don't. Okay. Anybody that got between 6 and 8, it's unsettling, but it's not enough to make you feel despair.
Okay.
Cool.
So.
Are there any pressing questions? You can get about one more question out of Vivi before I'm going to make you.
What do we do now?
Okay.
She says that you need to gain strength. You need to find minions of the beast and practice taking them down. Because every shadow creature that you defeat adds to your power as a magical girl. And if you've already got other magical girls gunning for you, you're going to need to get as strong as you can, as quickly as you can.
All right, so I guess I can add demon hunting to my resume now. Oh boy.
Well, given that no one knows about this other than magical girls, yeah, you can't. But, yeah.
So the way play works here in Magical Fury is that now that we've got the inciting incidents out of the way, and you all know a little bit about what it means to be a magical girl, we get like in other RPGs, we just I as the game master just run everything for you and you go through all the scenes that I've set up. But since this is a more collaborative storytelling game, you all have much more control over what kind of scenes you want to be involved in and where you kind of want to take the story. So we're going to do the same thing. We're going to start at the top of the list. And so starting with Faye, you can go ahead and suggest an idea for the next scene.
Okay.
So you can name a specific type of scene from the rule book. You can go look for trouble. You can patrol the city. You can investigate something, or you can just describe somewhere you want to go. If you want to go see one of your bonds or something like that.
Yeah, I think I'm going to. So since it's not a person, I'm going to kind of play this by ear. Let me know if I'm not doing this right. I think after the whole thing, after I guess this will be the next day or maybe the day after. It was just a super, super stressful time, and I wanted to do something to get my mind off of it. So I'm going to hit the track at college and just run myself ragged.
Okay. So for your scene, you're out there pounding laps. You're trying to work out your frustrations. And you think you're there by yourself because this isn't normal practice time.
Mm-hmm.
But as you're doing your 12th or 15th or 17th or 20th lap, you notice that someone has been watching you. Up on the bleachers that overlook the track is one of your teammates. And she's just watching you run. What's her name?
What is a good name for... what's the name of the main character from 1Q84? Has anybody...
I haven't read that one
of the teammates, or do you mean an NPC or one of us?
There's a name that I'm trying to think of. It means green bean.
It's just like
Aoki.
Okay.
What?
It's like Aoki, I think.
Aoki?
But it's like written differently than normal, and it translates to green bean, I think.
Okay. So Aoki-chan is watching watching you run really ragged, and she's not saying anything, but she obviously looks very concerned for you.
Oh, I don't have the confidence to approach her, so I just like kind of stop and stare at her for a bit, and then probably just sit down.
So she comes down and sits down on the track next to you. Everything okay?
Yeah, just practicing. Don't want to get rusty.
Yeah, practicing. I come out here and practice too when things are bothering me.
Yeah, that obvious.
I've always been able to read you like a book.
Is it a good read?
You could say that. I'm pretty invested in the story. Do you want to talk about what's going on?
Yes and no. Yes, in that, like, I appreciate the offer, and like that means a lot that you'd like go out of your way to like ask about my burdens, but like I don't know how to talk about them yet.
She nods.
Do you want to go get crepes and maybe
sure.
like not talk about it, but just relax?
Yeah, you probably need the energy, huh? It looks like you put in a bunch of laps even before I got here.
Yeah, I've been running for a little bit.
So Faye is going to go get crepes with her teammate. She's having a bad time.
Yeah, this shit's stressful.
Lisa, what kind of scene do you think you want to do next?
Let's see here. Probably go out on patrol, call up the others and say we should sooner better than later. We don't want to be too weak next time that psycho finds us.
Okay. So are you going to just text him normally, or you want to text him through the magical girl messenger?
Oh, I'll do it through the magical girl messenger.
Okay. Everybody texts on your magical girl messenger. Strawberry Rider thinks that you guys need to do some training so that you can be ready to face off against threats. So, who all wants to go monster bashing?
I'm up.
Aoi agrees in a heartbeat.
Yeah.
Nice.
Let's go hunt those shadows. Yeah.
Hey, where is this?
Are you looking for the table for like random?
Yeah, I was looking for a table for go on patrol.
Is that in the supplement or is that in the main book?
Is it in the supplement?
There's a bunch of...
Oh, yeah. Okay, patrol the city. Okay.
Yeah.
All right, yeah. Wait, so I'm sorry, was everybody going fighting?
I
I'm not.
Everybody, so...
Okay, except for... Okay, so Nyasan wants to kind of spend her time eating crepes instead. So if we can go ahead have Lisa roll for patrolling the city.
Okay. D66?
D66.
All right.
You just roll 2 die for everything.
Yeah. 3, 6.
6 total?
3, 6.
Okay. So you got a 9 better, so you get to choose 2. So you found something. So you can choose for it not to notice you. You can choose for it to use to be able to set up an ambush, and you can also choose to call for your allies without it knowing everyone else is showing.
You mean only I found it?
Yeah, you found it. So you get to choose 2 of those things. So either it doesn't notice you, you can set up an ambush, or you can call everyone in without it knowing that you called in allies.
Yeah, the first and the third one. It didn't notice me, and I can call my allies.
Okay, so ambush it, but there is a very, very large shadow stomping around in downtown Tokyo. It's not like Godzilla sized, but it's definitely the size of like a 2-story building. But it doesn't seem to disturb the landscape that it's walking on. Like people kind of move out of its way unconsciously. It doesn't leave marks. But it definitely looks like one of those shadow creatures you fought earlier. Like kind of looks like a T-Rex monster from a video game, just like made out of shapeless, formless ink.
Okay. And Vivian said these things are trying to destroy the planet by eating it, basically? but this one is not eating anything or doing anything. So I'm just going to watch it to see what it does, because I want to figure these things out more than just bash them in the head at this point.
Okay. It's actually heading towards what looks like a creperie.
Okay.
Oh, God. Oh, cheap shot. All right.
That's what crepe shops are called, or creperies.
Okay.
All right. Well, I don't know where Anya is, so...
Okay. So...
But I call the others, to let them know where I am so they can, we can meet up and all watch it together to see what it's going to do.
Anya is ignoring her phone as presumably she's sad eating crepes.
Yeah, I am definitely sad eating right now.
Oh.
So the monster lays down in front of the store, and you can see this tendril of energy come from somewhere inside the building, and it starts. And as the tendril connects with it and starts feeding this weird pulsing energy into it, it gets larger, larger.
As it starts feeding, I'm gonna sneak close to see what it's feeding off of.
Okay. So you can kind of see to the into the building, and it's kind of hard to make out who's in there, but it looks like this tendril is connected to someone that seems to be eating crepes in a bad sort of mood. They're visibly distressed, and there's a line going from them to this creature.
Am I noticing any of this?
Go ahead and roll 2 die.
1 and 2. Wow.
No, you're just really shaken up from the events from today.
All right, well, I need to find out who it's feeding off of, so I'm gonna peek in the window or get right up on that place.
Okay. Can I have you go ahead and roll 2 die to see if you can sneak past the creature to see what it's doing?
8.
Okay. So you manage to get around it long enough to peek in the window and see who it's feeding off of. But at the same time, you disturb it, and it's ready for attack.
Okay.
So just before it notices you, and it sort of throws you into battle, you can see that the tendril is actually connected to your friend Anya.
Yeah.
As you get its attention, the thread breaks, and you can feel time just suddenly stop again. Everything gets all that sparkly sheen. The noise from the city dies down. Anya, as you're inside, in the creperie, you notice that it's hard to bite into your crepe now. It's it's made out of a rock.
Oh gosh. Wait, no, oh no!
Get away from her, you bitch! No, Charles.
Lisa,
Okay.
I'll go ahead and roll my attack.
Yeah.
Let's see, 5 plus... That would help if it kept it on the thing. Oh, 5 plus 6, 11.
Oh, yeah. So not only do you crash into it with your lightning attack, but again, it throws it off balance with just the sheer force of your fury.
Yay.
Who wants to go next?
I guess I will.
Okay.
Do I need to make my way towards the battle scene, I guess? Or am I just...
you were already at the battle scene because Lisa called for help, and so you're all able to get to where it was without it noticing you.
Alright, I'd like to... Yeah, I'll go on the... Damn. It's tough now. I want to protect someone else.
Who are you protecting?
I am protecting Lisa.
Okay.
As I have not seen Anya yet. Okay. And that is a 7.
Okay, yeah. You're able to shield her from harm. So you do your bits. Your shield doesn't look quite as impenetrable as last time. It's not as sparkly and shiny, but it looks like it's very solid.
Cool.
Aoi, what do you want to be doing?
I'm going to attack it.
Okay.
With that metal rain attack.
It's a pretty cool attack.
I like it. And I roll a 6.
Yeah, that's enough. Enough to hit it, but again, using this magic is way more tiring than you thought it would be.
Mhm.
Like the first time you attacked, it was amazing. Like it was such a strong rush, but now it's like it takes effort to do this. And Anya, against your will, you find that you've transformed into your magical girl form.
Oh, jeez.
What do you want to do?
I'm probably going to there's that weird source of energy and brightness that comes with the transformation, but I think it all sort of melds and smoothies together with the anger and frustration that I'm feeling, which doubles it. And I'm going to jump out the window of this creperie and just blitz towards the foot of this creature, and try to grab it and maybe just break its foot off.
Sure.
Alright, so here we go. Here's the roll. That is 5 and 5.
So you exceed you very well. You get it by the foot and you slam it into the concrete.
Ah! Why can't you just leave me alone?
Are you right, Anya? It was feeding off of you or something.
What?
Yeah, we'll talk after we kill it.
What are you doing here?
I was following it. It tracked me here.
So you pile drove it into the concrete, and as it slams into the street, it just melts and evaporates into that inkiness and just kind of dries into the ground. And then time comes back to a stop, and you all come out of your magical girl forms. But Anya, you were sitting at the table, and now you're not. And Alki is looking around for you.
I think I'm not in a clear thinking enough state to know that I should go back immediately, and I rush over to Lisa and the rest of the group and just kind of wordlessly want to know what happened.
Yeah, so I was on patrol because that's what we should be doing, right? And so I found that thing, and it wasn't attacking anybody, and it was just walking. So and it didn't notice me. So I was like, "What is it up to?" And it came here, and then it had this thing like a wire or cable or something coming out of it, and went in the restaurant, and it went into you, and it was so it's like a mosquito. Only
what?
Yeah, it was sucking your life force.
My life?
What? Yeah.
I grab my my chest and my feel over my heart. Do I do I feel any traces of that?
No.
Well, maybe you got it back because you killed it. Maybe
that's how it works in our video games.
Yeah. It's you got experience points and you leveled up. I mean, remember that's what Vivian says. We have to kill these things to get stronger. But I guess these things can find us when we're not transformed, and if we aren't transformed, we aren't even aware of them, like everyone else.
I kind of put a hand on my head and stare at nothing on the ground. Do you think? I mean, wait,
you killed it.
I think, yeah.
So it's
I killed it, but
it's like the law of the jungle. You're top of the food chain, so you got to.
But it was trying to eat something in me or what?
That's what we're supposed to be trying to stop.
Yeah.
But I can't. I'm not smart enough for this. Okay, look, I'm a track scholarship student. Okay, I don't know how to figure this out or anything. I just wanted to have a nice day where I didn't have to think about this.
Yeah, but I guess these things can find us. So sorry.
Oh God. I left Alki in the shop.
Who?
Yes-san. Are these your friends?
Oh, hi.
I turn around and I'm super distressed.
Yeah, she dropped her phone. I was getting it back to her. She was concerned it was lost. Hi, I'm Lisa. I'm part of the Gunpla club that we're both in.
Oh, that's that like robot thing that you do, right, Nyasan?
Yeah.
You know about that?
Well, yeah, like I saw you with a model kit in your bag once.
Oh.
Yeah. This is. I'm Lisa Ito. This is Chia. Yeah.
Hey,
Yeah,
I'm Chie. Nice to
Maui.
meet you.
Nice to meet all of you.
Sorry to
Thank you so
interrupt.
much for taking good care of my teammate.
Oh, here's my business card. Here.
She bows and accepts it from you.
Yeah, we've assembled many models together. It's a you should well there was a power outage recently. So the shop's kind of closed. So we're gonna have to find a new.
I heard about that on the news. They were saying there was some kind of like terrorist attack.
What? No.
Were you there, Nyasan? Oh my God! Is that why you?
No.
I think that's an exaggeration. That's probably those old companies don't want to pay to keep the transformers working. The just crappy work, and they want to cover it up.
They need to accept more responsibility for what
it's
they
like
do.
Fukushima. Like they built a crappy power system, and they want to blame other people for it. Yeah, that's fine.
Yeah, it's fine. Everything's fine.
Aoki, I'm really sorry, but I have to go. I can't. I have to go.
Well, sure, but since you got your phone back, maybe do you want my number? You can, text me if you need something later.
I elbow her Anya. Like, yeah.
Yeah. Wait. Yeah. Can I have your? How does this? Can have your number too?
So she gently takes your busted phone from her, and uses it to text her number. And then she texts. So now that you both have each other's number,
I grab
good luck with your club, Nyasan.
Yeah, just Matt, text her if you ever want to try out building robots.
Building robots.
Building robots.
Yeah.
All right, Chie. What do you think the next scene should be?
Oh crap. Let's shoot.
You can use one of the moves that's listed in the rules, or you can suggest something, or you can ask other people if they have a good idea for a scene.
Hey, let's I think we should still. I don't think we should go back to the place we were usually going to. Maybe we can find a new hangout place.
So you want to try and find some place that's you can talk about magical girl stuff?
Yeah, let's get a safe house or a new hangout.
Sure.
Page 12 on the PDF for the to see some of the different moves we can do.
Okay. Oh, so search.
Mm-hmm.
Or no, that's about.
No, you can if you want to do that. That's fine.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, a new place to hang out would be good.
6.
Okay. So yeah, you figure that there's a bunch of office building complexes because it's a city, so office buildings are obviously important to the economic structure of the city. So you think that maybe you could just rent an office space. That way you can just put whatever you want in there. It's relatively private. People can stop by any time and you have the perfect excuse. You're like, oh, I have a part-time job, or, oh, I need to go work at the satellite office. So since you are an office worker, this isn't completely weird for you. You think you could swing it and maybe rent it on the company credit card, but it might cause some problems for you down the future. But it would give you a safe place to set up a base.
Fuck it, it's not my credit.
So right now it's just a dusty little office space. There's nothing in it. There's some old phone connections, but it doesn't even have the internet yet. There's no furniture.
I'm gonna need to take a trauma for that. Listen, I need to stay connected. I need to be able to comment on my.
You can get an internet hookup. You'll just need to pay for it.
Can't you just
comment
use
on my
mobile?
Nico Doga?
Can't you just use mobile data, Murasaki-san?
Mobile data.
What?
You know, on the phone?
I'm not. I'm bringing my computer stuff here. I'm not a savage.
Oh, sorry.
Listen, we're gonna play Armored Core for Answer, and it's gonna be great. And we're gonna set up LAN parties, and we're gonna have a fun time. Okay?
I understand. I understand. I get it. I could really use some fun times.
Cool.
And also a nice, safe place to talk about this magic girl thing.
All right. White Glint is banned, by the way.
No, that makes sense.
Okay, Howie, what do you want to do for the next scene?
Okay. At this point, with everything that's happened, I would want to go home and talk to my little sister who lives with me.
Okay.
She's 15.
Where do you live?
Apartment.
Okay. So as you get into the elevator to go back up to your apartment, you just as the door closes, a child's toy rolls into the elevator with you, and it's starting to close, and you hear a wait.
So I keep the door open.
Okay.
So I can give the toy back to whoever it is.
Yeah, there's a little girl. She looks like she's maybe 8 or 9, and she's playing with like a red ball. And she's like, "Oh, thank you so much, miss."
No problem.
So you hand the toy back to her, and you see your apartment manager behind her. And she says, "Oh, Nakano-san, thank you so much. I'm sorry. Normally I don't have Sakura with me, but I'm sorry. I'm rambling. You probably want to get back at home."
No, it's all right. Are you okay?
She says, "Yeah, there's just been some... Well, we wanted to take a trip down to the mall today, but there was problems with the rail lines.
Oh.
I guess there was this huge power outage downtown."
Oh, no.
Yeah, I heard about that. I'm sorry you couldn't go.
"It's okay. We can always go next Sunday, right, Sakura?" And she goes, "Yeah!" And she drops her ball again, and it bounces off her foot back into the elevator. "Sorry, ma'am."
It's okay. Give it back to her.
So they let you go on your way. And so you go up the elevator to your apartment. And your younger sister is sitting at your little, it's like combination, like dining room, like living room. You really basically just have the one room with the 2 little bedrooms coming off of it. So she's sitting at your table, and she looks like she's doing some homework.
Okay. Everything okay? You doing all right? Keeping up with your homework?
She pulls the earbuds out of her ears. "What?"
I just want to make sure you're doing okay. So make sure everything's fine.
Yeah, everything's fine. Why wouldn't it be fine? I'm just trying to get my projects done for tomorrow.
Oh, what project?
She slides her notebook over to you. Looks like it's supposed to be some kind of math thing, like maybe about like matrices or tables or something, but it's got more drawings on it than it does have numbers. Like across one of the little matrices, there's like there's like a little soldier like rappelling down the side, and then she's got a tower made out of a function, but like there's a monster chewing on it.
Looks like you need to keep a little better focus.
It's so boring, though.
I know, but you have to do it. I had to do it when I was your age.
She mumbles something.
Okay. I let her go back to it. I'm satisfied. She seems fine. Just wanted to make sure, the only family I really have is still all right. It's good to keep those human connections.
Mm-hmm. So since you spent some time with your younger sister here, I'm going to go ahead and let you have a point of hope.
That puts me at 3.
Okay, so you get to go ahead and roll on one of the hope, or you get to pick one of the hope shifts, which is you can have a moment of sincere hope where you erase all points of magic and trauma. A lucky break will get you closer to your goal. You can heal someone else, or you can find a new friend.
Being with my little sister and seeing how fine she is and how her problems are still very normal for her age gives me a moment of very sincere hope. Like, gives me something to really fight for.
Okay, so you go ahead and erase all of your boxes on everything.
Whoa.
Okay.
Oh, should I have done that for trauma?
Oh yeah, when you get to 3 trauma, you erase all the trauma.
Okay.
Yeah, because then you count up again, and then you can have a new trauma.
Yay!
Okay. So for my scene, I'm going to advance a threat.
Uh-oh.
Great!
So you all get a message on your magical girl messaging machine. And the little icons for all of you are normally you in your little like outfits, like your little magical or like your little magical girl outfits, but like people can actually like see what your faces are, so like it's easy to tell like who's who other than your names. But you get a message from someone with a purple background, and their name isn't displayed and you can't see their face, and it says I see your vanilla thieves dogs, huh? Don't worry, I'll take care of you soon.
Yeah.
Vanilla Thief?
Vanilla thief. Mm-hmm.
I wonder if that's
Is this a group chat?
Sorry, Vanilla rogue.
Oh.
Is this another group chat thing?
Oh, wait. The person we met up was named Vivian Rose. Maybe that could be
Vivian
Vanilla
Rogue. Mm-hmm.
All right. So, like, go ahead.
I'm gonna reply with an eggplant emoji. Right. Go ahead, Anya.
I mean, that's what I was going to do in so many words. Like, I was like excited to check my phone because I just got Aoki's number and I was like, oh yay, text. But then it was like this shit, so I'm kind of mad. So I'm going to take a picture of just my middle finger and send that.
So you're gonna pop tepic her?
Uh-huh.
So you get an angry reply back with like, oh, you were all quick to die then. How about you meet me down at the park tonight, and we'll see who the strongest really is.
OMW.
Is that really a good idea?
No, it's not.
Should
I already
we really
left.
be letting her like pick fights for those?
Well, we either
No,
help
no, we
her
shouldn't.
or show. Yeah.
Yeah, I guess we gotta go back her up.
Yeah.
Okay. So you all meet at a park in it's not exactly like downtown Tokyo. It's kind of like the outskirts of Tokyo. It's this really like cute. It's got like a cute playground area. It goes off to a local shrine on one side, but otherwise it's just like a nice big open field.
Okay.
That like during the day, like people bring their dogs here and stuff. But since it's the dead of night, it's just empty. It's like completely lit by street lamps. And once you get to the edge of the park, like you cross the boundaries into the park, everything gets sparkly again. But if you step out of the park, like the sparkles go away. It's like they're localized to just the park.
Interesting.
So maybe the more experience you get at this, you can create your own little fields
Bubble.
of whatever. Sparkle fields.
The world.
Yeah. What's that?
The world.
What are you even talking about?
You haven't watched... Oh my god.
I
Lisa?
don't have time. I work at a factory. I have barely enough time to draw as it is. Anyway.
Lisa, everyone has time for JoJo.
We have to... Well, I'd be interested in hearing more about it, but we have a fight to the death now with a psychotic teenager.
Yeah. Focus.
Yeah.
And slap my cheeks.
Hello? Purple lady? Hey.
I'm the one that sent the eggplant emoji.
So you can see someone walking towards you from the other side of the park. She's not showing any aggressive movements right now, but her weapons are out. She's wearing a set of purple armor, and she has like a long cape that like sways behind her, and it goes over one shoulder, like kind of like a stupidly long duelist cape that like would have defeated the purpose.
Right. Aesthetic.
Against that arm, she has like a buckler strapped to it, and it's like 9 squares, but like put together, in like a little like a square block like format, and it kind of reminds you of like candy that you get at a store where you like break off pieces of it. And in her other hand, she has a fencing sword, and she stops at a respectful distance. And says, "Oh, good, you accepted my challenge."
Wait, I'm standing behind Nakano-san right now, and like I was seething, like really super angry, and then like this lady shows up, who is totally different from the other lady.
Yeah, weren't you listening to Vivian? Like, there's a lot of people like this.
Well, yeah, I just thought that it was the same lady because there was that whole same hot. Hey, have we met?
She like gets a little grin and then she like bows and she's like, I'm sorry. I believe that you've mistaken me for a lollipop berserker. I know you two met.
Yeah, we did do that. Look, we don't care.
Wait, like, yeah, I don't really want to fight you. You are not. No, I don't want to fight you.
I'm sorry about the eggplant emoji.
Yeah, sorry I flipped you off.
She sighs. It's not a matter of wanting to fight. This is something we have to do. I thought I was going to meet Lollipop Berserker here too, but if my opponent is to be you, well...
Wait, did we get played? You thought you were going to meet her here too?
I, Chocolate Saber, formally accept your petition for a duel.
Wait, why do you...
Hurry up and get your armor.
For one question, why do we have to duel? Because there's plenty of these monster things for us to fight. If that's your thing, like we could take turns. Like every monster that appears on Monday is yours, and we get Wednesdays. And
wait, she seems a little confused. She's like, "Don't you know?
Know what?
Like
this happened like 2 days ago or something. Like it's not. Vivian told us that this has been going on for thousands of years, but that's about it.
She's like, I understand. You don't know where the monsters come from yet, do you?
No.
The beast. She said.
What do you think? There ain't no fucking Wikipedia for this.
He shakes her head. The monsters don't come from the beast. The monsters come from the chaos from there being so many magical girls in the world.
Immediate dissociation.
Okay. So is the beast? So is there even a beast? Or
she says, "Of course, there's a beast. There can only be one guardian that fights the beast every cycle."
How long is a cycle?
I don't know, like 100 years?
So we've got, okay. So how many magical girls are there right now?
At least a dozen. I can't count the number of them that I've fought.
Oh wow! So you're like a serial killer. You're like Jeffrey Dahmer or someone.
You don't get it.
Yeah.
We cause these creatures. Don't you understand what these arenas are? These are disruptions in time. This isn't natural.
Dissociation intensifies.
It's not our fault. We didn't do this. We didn't choose any of this. It just happened to us. And how do you know that our fighting isn't what causes? How do you know that it's us?
Because I've seen the way that our emotions fuel these creatures. They never show up unless it's around another magical girl.
Well, that doesn't improve it. That doesn't prove anything. Until you can prove it.
I put a hand.
Guessing.
I pushed past Nakano, who I was standing behind, and kind of put a hand on Lisa. That makes sense. When that creature came to where I was in a really bad place, and you said it was feeding on me. I think it was feeding on my sadness and my turmoil. Oh,
this is no. I don't believe you. I don't believe that this is true. I think you're misinterpreting things because you like fighting and you like killing because you like the power. And I don't think
if you lack the will to fight, you can simply throw down your arms. I take no pleasure in executing an unarmed opponent, but I will do what must be done.
I'm still trying to talk her out of it, but if she charges at me, I'll bring out the lightning rod.
I don't think she's going to listen to reason.
No.
Okay. Do you want to attack her first, or do you want to wait for her to attack?
I'll wait for her to attack, because I'm going to basically keep talking to her until the last moment, and raise the weapon up to parry her. Be like, no, come on, there's got to be a better way.
Aoi, do you want to launch the first attack?
Yes.
Okay.
Bodily, melee, physically.
Okay. So you're going to smash her.
Reason, will make her listen to reason.
Okay.
I got a 7.
Okay, yeah. So she has a very strong defense, and you exchange blows, but you manage to sneak in under one of her sword hits and get her right in the chest.
Okay.
Who's next?
I'll go.
Okay, go. You go.
So while everyone was talking,
Sorry, what? You cut out there.
so as we're fighting, my funnels have been moving around on their own, where we've been standing, and they've gone invisible into the ground. So each time, this was it chocolate fencer,
Chocolate saber.
leaps into the air and lands. There's a chance that she lands on one of my funnel mines. So I'm going to roll for traps. 4.
Is traps from the Oh, okay. I understand what you're trying to do. Okay. So unfortunately, your traps didn't do anything to Chocolate Saber. Chocolate Saber is actually able to maneuver Aoi into them while you're fighting, so that the traps that were supposed to end up helping your friends actually hurt them.
Oh no! Oh no!
So Aoi, you can take 1 trauma as the traps explode and damage you, or you can take 1 magic as the powers of your armor protect you from them.
I'll take a magic.
Okay.
Who just looked like Chocolate Saber's about to attack?
Chocolate Saber is very, very strong. So her attacks are more directed at all of you than just one of you.
Okay. I will take out the lightning rod and then try. Can I try and block all of her attacks then?
You sure can.
Okay. I take out the lightning rod.
I'm not armored up, I should say.
Yeah. Okay. Well, I'm going to try and block the whole attack. So I will, call down a lightning shield to try and, fence off her attack or try and blunt it.
Okay.
7.
Yeah. So, it's exhaustive work to try and, think about where she's gonna be and, set up some kind of, lightning to block it. But, you can go ahead and prevent, the next trauma that somebody's gonna suffer during this combat.
Huzzah!
So Nyasan, did you want to armor up, or what are you doing while everyone's...
I think I'm just kind of gonna freeze up and, look at everybody fighting and, realize that this is whenever, you something happens and you aren't able to, wrap your head around it, and you're just kind of like a deer in the headlights and you're staring at it, and, you should process it, you should think about it, and you should react, but, there's no, electrical impulse happening to do anything.
Okay.
I'm just frozen.
Can you, roll 2 dice for your composure, then?
Sure. 9?
This is your worst fear. If everyone is out there fighting, except for you, if they lose, they'll all die. All of your friends, and it'll leave just you, all by yourself, alone.
Oh, fuck! Okay.
You have to do something.
Okay, no, that resounding thought bounces around my head, that resounding thought bounces around my head, and like an echoing bell, I'm going to armor up and rush in to try and help my friends.
So, go ahead and make an attack, though.
Okay. That is a 12.
Okay, yeah. So, armed with your sense of purpose, you get in there and you just absolutely overwhelm her. You drive her back with.
I was gonna say, I rush in with the blade unbroken and then hit her with it to break the blade. Nice.
So you actually managed to get around behind her. So between you and Aoi, Caramel Knight and Sweet Valkyrie have her flanked. So she is in a bit of a compromising position. And also, with gaining that conviction to save your friends, you gain 1 point of hope.
Nice.
Okay. So now this is round 2. What is everybody else doing for this one?
Is my shield still going into effect, or do I have to hold it until she actually makes an attack?
No, your shield is still going into effect.
Yeah, then I'll attack.
Okay.
And smack her in the face. Lightning Rod to Chocolate Saber.
Okay.
That's good. That's a 5.
Yeah. So you aren't able to, get a good hit in on her. You can't do anything to slip past her defenses. But if you want to be more reckless about it, you could create an opening for somebody else.
Okay, I'll do that.
Okay, do you want to take 1 trauma or 1 magic?
Oh, okay, that's the cost. Let's see here. Has anyone filled up their magic yet? Because we haven't seen that yet. Okay. I'll do that. So I'm at magic 2.
Okay.
Is there like an inspire mechanic or something? Because what I want to try I don't know if I am, I don't know quite what the initiative order is here, but I'd like to try to do that. Like rally everybody's hope.
Kind of like inspire everyone's confidence? Is that what you're thinking about?
Yeah, like get everyone a point of hope.
That's not something you can do now. That would be more like something you do for a scene, is like try and do something to make everybody deal with the situation better.
Okay, that makes sense then. Alright, Plan B. Alternative, now that Lisa's created an opening, I'm going to, after having broken my blade and armored up, I want to try and I imagine Anya is kind of a rushdown character in a fighting game, and I'm gonna close really quickly and try to grab her fencing sword. That's what you said she has, right? And I want to break her sword too.
Ah, shit, that's cool.
Yeah, it is.
I confirm into those Rekkas. You can do it,
Anya.
Yeah,
I canceled into it.
Yeah. No, that was really slick. You get in there using all of the distractions, and when she's facing off against Aoi, you get up and you get in there and you grab her sword and you shatter it into a million pieces. And so that obviously hurts her a lot, but she manages to knock you back because she still has her shield, and her shield is still part of her weapon. So she can still attack you, but her offensive options are limited. You're really putting the hurt on her.
Oh shit! Brain blast! I have ideas now.
Okay, so Chia or Ali, what do you want to do?
Aoi would press the attack.
Okay.
Her weapon's down, easy chance to just try and get in, maybe just knock her out.
Sure.
Just end the battle in one fell swoop. Well, I got a 4.
Oh no. So you get a 4. So like we said before, even with her weapon broken, it's very difficult to get in under her guard. So like I said, if you want to be reckless and take a point of trauma or take a point of magic, you can maybe open things up. Which do you want to take?
I'll take a magic.
Okay. Does that put you into? Oh no, because you had you got.
I wiped him clear.
Okay. So Chie, you're gonna have the last option of this combat. What do you want to do?
All right. I'm also going to follow through into an attack. So Chie will set up her red funnels, and they'll be shooting out concentric fire beams, along with her blue funnels, which will charge towards chocolate saber, and she'll also charge in with her own scepter to beat her upside the head while it's happening.
Okay.
All right, that is a 9.
That is a 9. Yeah. So yeah, you get in there and you cause a lot of damage. So I'm gonna explain to you real quick how battles work, so you can get a better idea of what I'm using for the success and fail mechanics. So every time you do a successful attack, you generate a hit, and the goal to be considered having won the combat, you need to score at least as many hits as there are magical rolls on your side involved in the combat. So
Interesting.
whenever there's 4 of you, you need to get at least 4 hits to have considered like winning with no consequences. If you get 3 hits, if there's 4 of you total, you win, but at a cost. Usually you all take damage, and there's collateral damage. If you get fewer hits than that, like 2 or less, you lose and bad things happen. But at the same time, it's also possible to get more hits than like if you get like 6 hits, like not only do you win, but like you win really well. So your average hits for this was only 2.
Oh boy.
So one of you, because of the lightning shields, doesn't need to take a trauma or a magic. But you need to decide between the 4 of you. 3 of the rest of you take damage.
Well, so how long so fights only last 2 rounds, period?
Fights against magical girls are going to be taking 2 rounds.
Okay.
And fights against beasts only take 1.
Oh, okay. So, all right.
Interesting.
All right. Yeah, if I'd known that, we mostly were pretty aggressive. I probably would have attacked as well, but oh well. Now we know. We don't know what we're doing.
Yeah.
That's good. I'll
take a trauma. I'll take a... Wait, let me see. I'll take a magic.
You can take a trauma.
Let's see here.
So it's between Lisa and Chie who wants to take the last magic/trauma.
What are you at?
So, like, the protect options are good. Like, obviously, you're minimizing the
Yeah.
and you can use them later. Like if, like, let's say the monster had decided to attack the people in the creperie earlier. Like, obviously, protecting the people in the creperie would have been good.
Yeah.
So it's not like these are bad actions. I just want you to know that, like, this is kind of a game of like slowly depleting your resources.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I'll take a magic. That'll get me at 3, so I have a magic shift.
Okay.
Ooh.
So magic shifts are going to be cool.
Yep. Let's see.
If you take on, if your magical girl form or your normal form, you decide to take on an unnatural aspect.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to take a little bit of creative control away from you in that, like, I get to decide what it is.
Okay. Yeah. My magical girl form takes on an unnatural aspect.
Okay. Your canines lengthen uncomfortably in your magical girl form, and so it looks like you've got fangs, or like, and all of your even your grinder teeth like get an edge to them, so it's like you have like a mouth full of like really sharp chompers.
Oh shit!
It's kind of like the maw of like some kind of like bestial creature.
All right. Well, that's not creepy. Oh wait, it totally is. Yeah. Okay.
So yeah, your canines
Turning
protrude
into a
visibly.
furry.
Yeah, they protrude visibly out of your mouth when you're
Or I can
in
be
your
a
magical girl
vampire.
form.
I don't have to be a furry. Anything but that. No. No. I'd rather drain the blood of the innocent.
Okay. So you haven't proved skilled enough to fight Chocolate Saber, so you all are like exhausted and tired, but she's still going even with her weapon shattered. And then you hear that loud, obnoxious voice from before that says, this is boring. I'm tired of watching. So you saw spin around, and you see that Lollipop Berserker is here. And she's got her like chainsaw death axe. But it's doing something weird. Like the gears in the blade are like twisting, and it's like lengthening and snapping out at a weird arc until it unfolds into this like massive scythe. It looks like it would be a two-handed scythe for someone who was like, like 8 or 9 feet tall. Like, it almost looks comical, like her holding it. And she just, in the blink of an eye, like rushes through your group to get to Chocolate Saver. And the force from it knocks you all aside, and you're just so drained that you can't really fight back. So you go flying, and as you hit the ground, you see that she's put the blade into Chocolate Saver. It crunches through her armor and comes straight out the back and impales her on it. it is extremely graphic and violent. Like, her blood is spraying everywhere.
Oh, good.
Mm-hmm.
And it looks like it's eating her. Like, it looks like the blood that, like, is, like, falling on the blade of the scythe is, like, being drawn into it somehow. And then there's kind of a flash, so, like, you can't really see what's going on. But, like, when it's done, Lollipop Berserker isn't there anymore. And all the sparkliness of the arena is completely gone. You're no longer in your magical forms. And the mangled body of Child Saber is laying on the ground.
Oh, I think I'm gonna be sick.
I'll take a trauma from seeing that.
Yeah, that was the consequences of... You already took the consequences of this one.
Oh, okay.
Oh, okay.
We need to get out of here. We need to get out of
Yeah.
here.
We should go.
Run away. Smoke bomb.
Your phones are going off.
I look at it. Is it Vivian?
No. It's that you can recognize that shitty grin anywhere. It's a red-backed avatar that you assume must be Lollipop Berserkers.
Mm-hmm.
And she says, "Thanks for weakening that idiot for me. I guess you all are useful after all."
I throw my phone onto the ground, and now everyone knows why it's so fucked up all the time.
She played us like a goddamn fiddle.
I pick up the phone. And sort of push everyone towards my car so we can get away.
I'm like freaking out.
Yeah. We need to go back to our meeting place.
Yeah.
And calm the fuck down.
Can we stay the night there? Like, what if she comes for each of us?
You get another text from Lollipop Berserker, and it says, "Make sure you cowards give Vanilla Rogue my love."
Oh boy.
I don't have
let's
any
go.
spit and vinegar left.
Yeah. We kind of walked into that.
Eggplant emoji.
Yeah. Oh boy. Yeah. This is fucked. I'm
just like sitting in the back seat of the car as we're driving to our destination, and like the lights are going by, like the street lights, and like the sounds of cars are passing by, but I am like fucking light years away.
Yeah. So yeah, I just spend the night at the new safe house place or meeting place, even though there's not furniture, we can sleep there. But while everyone's sleeping or resting or whatever, I'm just getting really mad at like that I've been shoved into an even shittier life. Like I had to work to support my family and everything's unfair and blah blah blah. Now it's even worse because I have to, spend the rest of my life fighting monsters and psychos. So I am going to try and change the world.
What?
And I'm going to think about my
What?
match. And see if I can actually, like, use the magic to, I don't know, draw the best manga ever so I can get rich doing it. And so at least I don't have to work a shitty factory job.
Okay.
Can I try that?
Sure.
All right. Let's see. 3. That's a 6. So 9.
9?
Yeah.
Yeah. So, like, over the course of the night, you managed to, like, bang out, drafts for what is the coolest mecha manga that you think you've ever seen. And you would know because you've been studying a lot of them. And you think that, like, hey, maybe we actually can use this power for, like, some kind of good. Like maybe we can benefit ourselves. Maybe if something doesn't have to be shitty. Like, maybe you can use this to support your family. Like, you're pretty sure you could sell this to somebody, so you gain 1 hope.
Oh, shit.
Right.
Oh, shit. I didn't know you could do that.
Well, there doesn't seem to be any rules about what we can and can't do. I mean, we can murder each other without repercussion, it seems like. And if we blow up something during a fight, no one's going to know it's us. And so, why not? Why
Fuck
not?
it.
Yeah. There's no one can judge us now because no one is in a position to judge us.
You're getting real ubermenschy.
Wait
Yeah.
a second.
I don't know if that's
I mean,
a good
like-
reason to keep doing whatever we want. Just 'cause
In
no one
character,
will-
I'm probably like wrapped up in a sleeping bag in a corner
Yeah.
and like not talking. but like out of character. Hold on now.
Well, I mean, we can. Whoever that chocolate saber was, I mean, she's dead now. So whatever she was going to do isn't going to happen. And that could happen to any of us at any time. So.
Does anybody feel like watching the late night news?
Nope.
Yes.
I don't. But
By late night news.
So, Howie, you're watching the late night news on your phone because you decided to go along with the group, obviously, because you want to be needed. But you're a little bit worried about your younger sister. I mean, you know she's old enough to take care of herself on home by herself, so like she can spend one night at home without you. But you're watching the news just for updates, and you see a police bulletin that a body has been found brutally murdered in the park. The police aren't saying who did it or what happened, but a zealous reporter managed to get pictures of the scene and put them out there. So even though it's blurry photos, like it's been censored, like in your head, you know exactly what those loons look like in real life.
Yes, that's a lot to deal with.
Yeah.
Seeing normal people is like makes it way more real. Normal people deal with it.
Yeah, can I have you roll to maintain your composure?
9.
Yeah. So it does. It makes this way more real. You can't believe that like people would actually use this power for themselves in such a manner. You can't believe that somebody would use you to do something so brutal, and that makes you resolved to do whatever you need necessary to end this cycle of violence. So you gain 1 hope.
Okay.
Okay. So in the morning, all of your phones go off. The magical girl messenger again. And it's from Vivi, and she says, I really need you to come down to the coffee shop as soon as you can.
Okay. Well, sure. I'm probably going to be quitting my job soon, so why not?
Goodbye, factory!
Yeah. Fuck you. I'll set you on fire with my powers.
I thankfully have a good bit of vacation time saved up, so it's okay.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm just straight up playing hooky from school. Like, there are classes happening right now, but...
I'm telling the office I'm making a coffee run.
Okay. So you show up, and Vivi closes the shop up behind you and locks the door. This is a little weird because, like, this is kind of like a good hour for people to come in and get coffee. Like, seems like this is a great way to lose business. But she goes back around behind the counter, and she looks like there's a big weight on her shoulders. And she says, I'm so sorry. I wasn't completely honest with you.
Yeah, we kind of know.
Well, wait. Do you know what Chocolate Saber said to us?
She shakes her head no, but she's like, but I saw the news. I know what happened to her.
She said there could only be one magical girl as guardians, and that we have to fight each other until there's only one left.
She looks despondent, and she says, that's sort of true, and it's not sort of true.
So no one knows.
She says, well, here's the thing. You have to fight until there's only one magical girl left, because we need the most worthy sacrifice to send the beast into another 100 years of sleep.
I look at my 3 friends.
And wait. Also, she said that we're the ones causing those inky black monsters to appear, not the beast.
She shakes her head. That's not true. That is the beast.
Okay. So this sacrifice, so all of us have to die, either at our own hands, at the hands of the monsters, or we get eaten by this beast?
Yeah, she sighs and says, well, this is kind of something I was hoping that would come up much, much later. But yes, a magical girl's role is sacrifice. But she says, but think about it. It's sacrifice for the good of everyone else. Like, yeah, I realize that the cost of your life is a little high, but I mean, you get to protect everyone that you love. Like, think of your families. Would you want them to die horribly screaming?
Wait, what about you? Aren't you a magical girl? What about you?
She looks down and says, not anymore.
Wait, how do you get out?
She looks at you and says, the price you have to pay to stop being a magical girl is worse than dying.
I don't know. I mean, being eaten by the beast or killed by that fucking psycho. I mean, how many others are like Lollipop?
Like Lollipop Berserker?
Yeah. How many are like crazy?
She's just enthusiastic about her job.
She's crazy.
That happens once the way she gets power, it kind of makes you that way.
Wait, you said the way she gets power. Does that mean that there's another way aside from killing people?
Well, of course. You can absorb the energies of the beast's creatures. Like, I've told you that much. But you can also absorb the power of other magical girls. And usually we do this willingly, but you can also do what she does.
Oh, okay. So most of the time magical girls just offer their lives to each other?
Mm-hmm. Once you get enough power fighting beasts is basically what she's saying. Like, you then like find the next magical girl and you pass on your power to her. So you like kind of like make like a chain of power so that when you get to the last magical girl, she just willingly makes the sacrifice. But you can also take the power of other magical girls forcefully.
I mean, does Lollipop know that she's gonna, even if she kills all the other girls, she's gonna get eaten by the beast?
But for her, it's like the ultimate honor, presumably. I mean, you don't really know her motivations, but like the faster she kills all the other magical girls, presumably the less of the beast's creatures will be able to manifest in the world. So she's like minimizing harm to the world, technically.
That's not...
She just has to kill a couple girls. What's the big deal?
Look,
it's more than a couple.
I might be like failing math, but that is a shitty calculus you're doing right there. Like, that's not how math works.
Are there any other
you
rules?
You can't just run numbers on people's lives.
Well, I mean, we have power though. We can do things. We can change things though.
So
you said, is there any other rules?
Yeah. Like, are there any other things we can't do or we have to do?
There are things that you have the ability to. You have a power that she hasn't told you about yet.
Okay. Is she going to tell us?
She can, but you have to know, like, using this power comes at a huge cost. You can get stronger a lot faster, but, well, you've seen Lollipop Berserker.
Oh, this is what... okay, so, alright, yeah, so how does Lollipop get her power then?
She uses what's called an execution technique.
Execution technique?
Mm-hmm. All of you have this power. Your weapons take on the form that's most important to you as a person, but that's not their true form. See, magical girls are harvesters of the beast creatures, so the true forms of your weapons are scythes.
Oh boy.
And
if you let your weapons consume the energies of your victims, you'll get stronger much faster, but you like lose control to the power in your weapon.
I see. It's just other beasts and girls, not like it wouldn't do us any good to kill, I don't know, like bad guys, you know, like if there were terrorists or something.
She doesn't answer that question.
Oh boy.
Oh my god. Who's sitting next to me?
I assume Howie? Because you're always like following her around, like using her in the field.
Yeah, you feel like something grip your sleeve.
Okay. It's okay.
Like my hand is shaking really badly.
How many...
So if we're all going to die anyway, what's the point?
Well, it's a question of whether everyone on Earth dies or if it's just us.
Well, I mean, why wait? I mean, if we're going to sacrifice our power to another magical girl anyway, why wait? Why are we just prolonging the inevitable?
Well, that's a... well, I don't know. Do you have family? Do you want to, like, set them up first? Like,
I suppose. I do, of course.
Well, then we could go rob a bank and just give them the money.
I don't think that's the solution.
Yeah, that would be easily traced. But there's got to be something we can do. Like,
we don't want to do something stupid like irradiate a brewery or anything.
That seems awfully specific.
I have no idea what that's in reference to.
And it sounds like someone was trying to make the right decisions in a very difficult situation.
Yeah, Kasuke was doing... I mean, that person that did that was probably doing her best.
Yeah.
Huh? I didn't hear nothing.
Yeah. So, yeah, I mean, that's the thing. I guess we have to put our affairs in order, you know? And also, do you want to enjoy life before you go? I mean, like, can we teleport? Can we go on vacation? I mean, I've never been to Hawaii.
I haven't even had a chance to enjoy life yet. I don't want to die.
Yeah. So we could
I'm
get
not
a couple
saying-
years out.
I'm not saying that we should die. I'm just trying to wrap my head around the situation.
Well, I mean,
Just,
you know, soldiers on their way to the front, you know, we got shore
I
leave
suppose.
first. Or not. I don't
Do
know.
you have any more questions that you want to ask Vivi?
How many
Why
how many
should we
girls do
trust
know
you?
of?
Because she's been a magical girl a very long time, and she's seen a lot of violence, and she just wants this cycle to end.
Is there a time limit? Is the cycle going to end soon?
It is going to end soon, one way or another.
What happens? So if we fail, the beast kills everyone.
Mm-hmm.
And do you know exactly when the cycle's supposed to end?
Yeah. The cycle is going to end 3 months from now.
Oh.
Okay. Woof.
Ooh.
Oh.
Ooh.
That puts everything into perspective.
Yeah, so maybe we do rob a bank, because...
I really wanted to ease you into this, but I should have known that I don't have the luxury of time.
Yeah, no, that's fair. I mean, if we stop the beast, one of us does, you know, and you're around, at least you'll remember what happened, unless your memory gets erased or you get killed. And yeah. How many aside from Lollipop, how many more do we have to worry about? How many
more what?
girls are there? Do you know of?
I think you said 12?
Well, that's what Chocolate Saber said, but like, I don't know if she was lying or not, because she said that we caused the monsters to cause too, and Vivian says that's not true. So one of them is lying, or one of them is lying.
Including you four,
Yeah.
Lollipop Berserker,
Mm-hmm.
and Vanilla Rogue. There is 6 more additional magical girls. So there's currently 10 magical girls in the world, and it's unlikely that there will be more between now and the end.
There's unlikely, so it's just us. Oh wait, who's Vanilla Rogue? Is that you?
No, she shakes her.
Okay, so that's another girl that Lollipop knew.
Yeah, you kind of get the feeling that she's being dishonest about it.
Mm-hmm.
But she told you she's not of a magical girl anymore, and that seems kind of weird. And also, like, if she is a magical girl, doesn't that mean that she'd have to die too? So that
There's a lot of like double speak going on.
Yeah.
All right. So, so we need to fight monsters to stop Lollipop Berserker, to stop the beast. We need to get stronger, right?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you need to get a lot stronger than Lollipop Berserker. But she's been using the execution technique to get stronger at a much, much faster rate than the rest of you.
And that's
Where
why
do we
her
find-
weapon is that crazy fucked up bladed thing.
Mm-hmm.
Where do we find monsters to fight?
Well, I was just wandering
Everywhere.
around. Yeah.
They're going to be all over the city.
Okay. I stand up, and I start heading for the door.
Could you hold on just for one moment, please, Anya?
But we should probably start now.
But I'd also like to suggest something. We will probably run into them eventually, but I think we should start looking for the other magical girls. If Lollipop or whatever Berserker is hunting them, if we can protect them and not have her execute them, it'll stop her gaining of power.
I mean, that's true. Yeah, we could split up and look.
Do you have any last questions for Vivi?
Nope.
No.
Nope, not for now.
Okay. then I'm going to go ahead and call it. This is the end of episode 1 Suite. You've all learned that you have cool magical girl powers, but they definitely are coming at a cost. So make sure that you join us next time for episode 2 of Dagashi, which is Hot.
All right. Thanks for listening.
Thank you.
Laters.